Hey loves, happy Monday. I just recorded a little one-off video all about the art of manifestation. So if you want a grounded, earth-based approach to manifestation, my personal story, and how I create what I want in the world that's not going to just benefit me, but all other beings around, check it out. I'll see you in there. Hey loves. It's Monday morning and just took the dog on a nice long walk through our woods. I'm so grateful to live here. We can just literally leave the house and walk for an hour or two if you want, or more. There's a lot of hiking trails. And hope you're having a good start to your Leo season. I'm feeling so just refreshed and grateful. Had kind of a rough few weeks in July, but they were all good outcomes, and it just leaves me feeling more grateful for what I have and for what is going on in life. And I'm just kind of doing this one-off video. Wasn't planned or anything like that, but sometimes I feel like those can be the most powerful just in the moment. And wanted to explore this theme of manifestation and our desires. And I know that this is a hot topic right now. Everybody's talking about manifesting, and some people might leave some folks with a bad taste in their mouth, like it's overused or it's woo-woo or whatever the excuses are. But I just wanted to share a bit of my story with you all, hopefully as inspiration to keep trusting in what is deep in your heart. And so first of all, the heart chakra, which is just the whole heart area, the front, the sides, the back of the heart. This is the central chakra. So we have our lower chakras, which really represent more of the physical body and the mind. And then we have the upper chakras, which represent more of our energy beings, our infinite beings, our connection to God, spirit, the universe. And so we think about the heart chakra. This is where it all comes together. This is where what we need physically in our life, and then what is coming from above, from God, from source, from even your higher self or your ancestors. This is where it meets, is in the heart. This is what love is. This is where love resides. And so when we talk about our heart's deepest longing, it's not a fluffy thing, right? It's I believe it's a co-creation of what us as individuals and as souls are here to experience in this life, paired with what our divine mission is here on this planet. And so I was at a static dance yesterday, and the DJ said something really beautiful. Like, we are all given a limited number of seeds in this life. We are all given divine assignments. We are all given these sort of predetermined experiences to help us grow as souls and individuals, but also to help contribute to the planet. So I want you to first release any idea that your desires are selfish, right? If it's a deep soul level heart desire, it's probably not selfish. I would actually argue that it's life-giving and selfless and helpful for other people. And I want to talk about one very specific example of how I manifested something, which I've been doing my whole adult life. Is I will often see like a vision come into place when I'm meditating, or just when I'm minding my own business, or when I'm in a yoga class or something like that. I might see a vision of the future of my life. And for a long, long time, I knew I was meant to have a partner and a family. And yet I was single for a very long time, while I watched a lot of my friends go through relationships or dating a bunch. And I was dating a little bit, and I did date some people. Nothing serious for a while, but you know, it would have been so easy for me to go into this sort of victim mindset, which I'm sure I did, you know, it was a while ago. I'm sure I did that from time to time. I'm human. But it could have been so easy for me to be like, you know what? I'm giving up on my dream. I'm just going to date people. I have needs. I'm sick of being alone. But instead, I was much more selective and really listened to my intuition of like what was truly meant for me. And sometimes there was instances where I did want someone and it just didn't work out. And I'm grateful that it didn't work out looking back. It just wasn't meant to be, right? Some people come in our life for a very short period of time for a specific reason. Anyway, I waited so many years for this. I moved several times. I went to therapy. I did all the things that I needed to do to heal and to really be ready for a life partner. And I believe I was ready for a while, but I think that timing needed to line up on both ends. Now I'm going on almost 2 years of a really, really happy relationship. I now live with my partner and his kids, and we're building a life together, and we live in this beautiful temperate rainforest. I've always wanted to live in the woods my whole life, and now here we are. And we have a lot of exciting plans for the future. We're only just getting started. And I can speak to that because it has happened, right? There's proof there. And leading up to our meeting, I had some really random and funny visions that would come, like I have to meet these people first and this has to happen and all this stuff, and those things actually happened. But what I mostly want to share with you, it's not so much about visions, because we all receive intuitive hits in different ways. Some people it's visions, some people it's sensations, dreams, just a gut feeling, right? So it doesn't always have to be a vision for everybody. That's just my experience. But at the end of the day, I felt many different things. There was a lot of times I felt lonely and sad and frustrated that I was alone for so long. But those are all what we call weather patterns. Our emotions are just weather patterns moving through. And the more we can attend to them and just be present with them and be like, oof, I feel sad today. I'm just going to let myself feel sad until I'm not sad anymore. It's so much easier to move it through rather than resisting that sadness. But those are just the surface level things that can come and go, just normal human being stuff. But what's deeper under that is our desire. Is what we really, truly, deeply, with every fiber of our being want in this life. Maybe for you, that's children. Maybe for you, that's a business. Maybe for you, that's wealth. Maybe it's a partner, a loving partner. Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it's opening up an animal shelter. Or maybe it's moving across the world. Who knows? There's so many different possibilities for all of us. And I believe that it's our divine assignment to fulfill these desires and dreams. They're not selfish. In fact, I believe that when we really work toward our desires and dreams, we're going to be so filled up that we have nothing but love to give others, right? Our deep desires and dreams are creating love and a wealth of knowledge and healing for those around us. I really do believe that we are here to take part in that. So often it's easy for people to say, I really want this thing, but, and then come the excuses and then come the doubts, or just most people, they're trying to protect themselves. That's just the human experience, is we're always trying to protect ourselves. And so there might be like, oh, I would love to move to Paris, but it's not realistic. But my family's here, but this, but that. But if it's a super deep desire that just won't let up, there's obviously something for you there. And I want you to follow that desire. And I don't know. There's so much more here, but that the excuses and the doubts and the will it ever happen, it's really common for those things to come up and to arise. So I want you for a moment just to pause and breathe and just tap into this space of, what do I really want? And for some folks, maybe they don't even know, and that's okay. It will come to you. But for others of you that are watching and you've had a deep desire for a really long time, whatever that is, I want you to put it on your altar. I want you to write it out on a piece of paper. I want you to let your desires out, because the more we keep it in, over time, the more sorrow we're going to feel from keeping it in and not letting that thing come to life, not letting that seed sprout into the world. This is the time to activate our desires. We are in Leo season. We're in the Lionsgate portal. If you're like, what is that? Just know that this is a really good time of year to start taking action on the things that we want. And maybe for you, if you're just getting started, that action is journaling about it every day, or creating a little altar space for your desire, or telling someone you trust about your desire. We want to let our seeds see the light. There's so much of the year and so much of our lives where our seeds are buried deep, deep in the earth, deep, deep in our hearts. And now this is the time to let it out. And this is also a good time to be discerning of who you share it with. Because if you, for example, share it with a parent or a friend who is just trying to protect you, they might talk you out of it. So just make sure that when you're letting this desire come to life, it's in a safe space. There's a couple of desires, one in particular, big one that I'm working with right now. And even though there's literally barely any proof that it's going to become what I know it's going to become, I'm starting to see little threads. And it's because every day, this is what I do. I sit, I breathe, I meditate, and I fully experience my desire for at least a couple minutes a day. What am I wearing? Where am I? How do I feel in my body? What's my mindset? This future version of me that has this desire activated. So that's what I want for you. Manifestation doesn't have to be a really complex process. If you have something in your life that you really need more help with, I'm happy to support you with that. You can look at my website below and apply to work one-on-one. But really, it's as simple as I have this deep, beautiful, sacred desire within me. I know that it's going to help not only me, but other people in the world. It's going to help the world become a better place. And I know that I deserve it. And if any of this sounds like, okay, this is all well and good, but I have no idea where to start, please do reach out to me. You can also do my previous meditation I just released. I will apologize, the audio isn't perfect quality, so I'm going to improve that better next time. It's not that bad though. So just go check that out. It's a meditation about first dropping into what we're grateful for right now, because we have to acknowledge where we are and how far we've already come. Then from there we go into what are your deepest desires, and really experiencing it as it's happening now, because to really manifest something, it's not about I want that thing, but it's really far away. It's more of I know that this is going to happen for me, and I trust in the timing. I know I'm meant to experience this in this life, and just to trust that. So if you need a little bit of support with this journey with yourself, please do reach out or just comment, ask any questions. It's interesting because my work really isn't focused on manifestation, but it is such a powerful, powerful thing that each one of us has the opportunity to tap into. And the more you make excuses, the more you're pushing yourself away from what you truly want. And it's okay to have those doubts. It's okay. And we need to acknowledge them and write them out and burn it in the fire. So leave me a note if this resonated. Drop any questions or comments you have. I love talking about this stuff. And the work that I do, it's not just physical health. That's a big component. It's also spiritual health, mental health, emotional health. In holistic medicine, we look at all aspects of ourselves, not just the physical. Often what starts as a more like quiet, subtle, energetic thing or emotional thing will later down the line manifest physically as a physical ailment. And so in Ayurveda, we look at all of it. I'm just releasing my one-on-one coaching program. I'm officially launching at the end of the summer. So if you want to get in early, you're going to get a huge discount, and you'll get founding member benefits that are going to last a long, long time. So if you're interested, let's hop on a free call, 20-minute call, just to get to know each other. You could visit my website to learn more. And just sending you all a really big hug, and hoping you're having a beautiful week ahead. We're enjoying this last month or two of summer. Really enjoy it. Spend good time with the people you love, the animals you love, and your desires. Spend some time with your desires at this time, because it's a really fertile time to activate your deepest wishes and desires in this life. All right, I will see you next time.